Hey there, my friend Paki Morgado here, and I want to thank you for stopping by and taking a look at this video. Real quick, I'm an internet marketer, and I have a special guest with me today, and this is going to be the very first revealing discovery. We're going to dive into who this guy is. You might recognize him, but before I introduce him, I just want to say that the reason why I'm having this interview is because, you know, for me growing up, I went to school, got good grades, graduated high school, graduated college, got into the workforce, met my wife, got married, had my first child, bought my first home, and within just 4 years later, I was stuck, right? Economy, everything, life just got in the way. And the reason why I was financially strapped was because nobody teaches you. All the years of schooling that I went, nobody taught me how to build wealth, how to manage wealth, and how to protect wealth. And for me, that was a big problem. And at the time, all I knew how to do, the only skill set that I had was to work with my hands. That's all I knew. That's what I grew up knowing, and it was enough to get by because I could get a job. Right, I had my career as a firefighter, and I could get part-time jobs. That was not a problem for me. So if I needed more money, I went out and got another job because if the job that I was working didn't have enough hours, right, and I needed more hours to make more dollars, then I went out and got a second job, and if that wasn't enough, I would get a third job. So sometimes I would have a part-time job and a spare time job, you know. And I thought that that was enough for me to plug away, continue to work, and try and save and afford retirement. Well, it paid for my bills, right? It paid for my family, my two girls and my wife. It put a roof over our head, but that was it. At the end of the month, there was nothing left. And I came to a point about 6 years ago where I was telling myself, if I keep doing what I'm doing, I'm going to continue working until I died because I couldn't see retiring, you know. So I started looking. I started looking for something different, something else, and I tried network marketing, and I tried sales. I tried. Uh, I took a class in options, tried to trade options. I did all kinds of things, looking for the thing, right? The thing that would allow me a lifestyle like I saw other people living. Because I saw other people making more money than me, working less than me. And I asked myself, how can I do that? Right? How can I do that? So one day, um, scrolling through Facebook, I see somebody talking about an online business. Well, I messaged her and got involved. And over the course of a couple of years, learning new skills, learning the internet, meeting new people, I have now been able to make a pretty good, sizable income. I'm actually making double of what I would make in my full-time job, working just a few hours a week online, building an organization, a team of online marketers. And one of the biggest reasons of my success today is this guy right here. Now, you may not know who this is, but I'm sure you may have seen him online talking about his laptop lifestyle. And And like everyone else who becomes an internet sensation on viral videos, you've got your likers and you got your haters, right? And he's had his fair share of them. So I wanted to dive in to what this laptop lifestyle is all about. So I would like to now introduce my friend, my mentor, Mr. Ray Kakuda.
Thank you, Pocky.
All right, thank
All
you.
right, man. Thanks for setting this up.
Yeah.
How's it going, everybody? Glad you could make it. So
So Ray, why don't you tell us how you got involved online?
yeah, sure. So uh, I'm from Hawaii, born and raised in Hawaii, and uh, climbed climbed my way up the corporate ladder in the telecom industry. So I worked for all these different cell phone companies, and a lot of them are startups, right? So if you guys know, the companies like Sprint, Nextel, things like that. And I found myself in this situation where I was making, pretty good money. I was making over six figures a year in the corporate world, but I was really strapped for time. I had like no time at all. So I had this bright idea one day that if I could start my own brick and mortar businesses, I'd be better off. So I left the corporate world and I thought, okay, in my corporate job, I was managing all these different retail locations. So I know I'm going to start my own. I'm going to open up my own, which I did. And I opened up all these different kiosks in the malls. In fact, I even had other brick and mortar businesses I was running. And again, made good money. But in that kind of world, there's no time. The businesses ended up owning me, and I was really in a bad place. Um, my kids were young, and I rarely saw my wife, and I was looking. And so one day, I saw something on Facebook, and maybe similar to something, how you kind of connected with Pocky here. I saw something on Facebook, and I think it was an ad, and I clicked on a link, and I saw these people on on these videos that were living a really great lifestyle. These guys are making a lot of money, and they had a lot of time, and that's what opened up the door for me because I dove in. I just dove in, and I just wanted to know what they knew so I could get the results that they had. And you got to understand though, I was a green. I didn't know anything about the internet, but that's kind of how I got started. And that was like 3 years ago.
Mm.
So that was the beginning of my online internet career. Was right about 3 years ago.
So 3 years ago, corporate world, right? Running a big business.
Yeah.
And you get into this online thing,
Mm-hmm.
right? And since then, I know that being involved with working with you, we've got a pretty good sized organization. We've created a lot of successful internet marketers,
Yeah. Yeah.
online entrepreneurs,
Mm-hmm.
right? And they've actually been making money, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Successfully. So I know that a lot of videos are out there. See, Ray makes a lot of videos, and he highlights his new lifestyle because how many hours a week do you work?
Today I'm working. I probably put in about 15 or so hours a week, which is a contrast to what I used to do. Right, I used to
Mm.
put in 15-hour days when I was running my own businesses or when I was working in my job. So going from 15-hour days to 15-hour weeks, in a week is definitely a change in lifestyle. But that's what it is today.
Right, and that's what a lot of people are looking for.
Yeah.
A lot of people were like how I was, how you were, overworked and underpaid.
Mhm.
When you get to the end of the money and you still got month left after the money's gone, it's a struggle. So a lot of people are going out working extra jobs. Sometimes both parents working 2 to 3 jobs just to get by. So that kind of lifestyle, it's desirable, right? That's what people are wanting.
Yeah,
People are looking
absolutely.
for. So he makes a lot of videos emphasizing that lifestyle. And what I really wanted to dive into, right? This is
Okay.
where we're going to get into the meat and potatoes.
All right.
You
All
know,
right.
There are people out there who see you on the beach in Waikiki. You know, you're on the North Shore at some beach house someplace. You're, you're in the middle of the day on a fairly empty beach and just enjoying the life, right? And so some people get a little resentful,
Mm.
and they start saying things. They start, on social media, right? You're hiding behind the screen, right? I'm sure nobody says it to your face, but they'll call you scammer, or whatever, right? So I wanted to ask you, is this laptop lifestyle thing you got going here, is this a scam?
That's an interesting question, Pocky. Uh, I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of things out on the internet, right? You can find all kind of things. There's all kind of things happening, businesses and opportunities online. So I don't, I understand when people are cautious when they see something like an opportunity. Um, but I can guarantee this is not a scam. Like I'm a real person. You can find me. I was born and raised here. I have a lot of business contacts in the islands. My business is registered in
So
the
this
state of Hawaii.
is this a legit
Yeah,
business?
it's definitely a legitimate business. I pay taxes. I file, with the state and federal.
So these guys you bring in that are making money, you give them 1099s?
Yeah, it's a legitimate business. Yeah, so a 1099, if you don't know what it is, it's a document that is required by law to show income. So there are many people that I work with, like Pocky, who are earning and have earned a significant amount of money through the system that we have. So it's legit. So they receive a 1099 that shows that income.
Yeah, the 1099 for an entrepreneur is what a W-2 is
Exactly. Yeah.
for an hourly employee or a salary paid employee, right? Somebody who um, pays their taxes that come out of the paycheck. I'm sure you know what that means, right? When you get the paycheck, you know you made X amount, but then you only get like 70% of your check, right? And you're wondering, where's all this going? Well, it's going to pay taxes. So as an entrepreneur, right, as an internet entrepreneur, you need to fill out this 1099. Well, if he's going to pay you, you need to fill out this 1099 and you submit it with your taxes to show your income so that you can pay taxes on it and he can pay taxes on the income that he's making.
Yeah.
So have you ever ran a business before?
I ran retail businesses. I have some
Yeah,
experience running retail
like
businesses.
real businesses.
Yeah, in fact, the very first business I opened up after I left the corporate world was I opened up a car detail business. Maybe you guys know me from that. You might have seen it around. It was in Kahala Mall.
Uh-huh.
It was a car detail business. I opened it up for my son,
Uh-huh.
who was in his early 20s, and that there were cars coming in, detailing cars. So that was a real business, first business.
So you have experience in the corporate world.
Yeah.
You have experience in retail businesses,
Yeah.
right? And you're taking that experience
Mhm.
and you're applying it to this internet business.
Exactly. Yeah. So there's basic skill sets that I've acquired just running businesses, and I've been able to take the knowledge that I gained, and apply that to this online business, which is a real business. It's the same thing. It's just
Yeah.
on the internet. That's the only difference. So and it's an affiliate system where people can leverage this funnel, this 90% pretty much pre-built funnel
Mhm.
that they can earn commissions on.
So real quick, what a funnel is, right? It's a way to market to a broad audience and have that audience commit to little steps along the way, and the audience, such as yourself, has all the opportunity in the world to remove themselves from this process or continue on the process. So do you force anybody to buy?
Oh no, no, no. I mean, whoever.
Come on, you're not trying to trick anybody.
No, there's
You're
no
not trying to
tricks.
capture any money out of their on the internet or through their computer or through their phone. And
Yeah, I learned a long time ago. I can't make anybody do anything they don't want to do. Um, all I can do is is um, is show them a business and a system that works on the internet. You see, and I say it on my webinars, right? The internet is this big world with no boundaries, and there's a lot of opportunity on the internet. You just have to be able to position yourself online, and that's what I've been able to do and help people do at the same time.
cool,
Yeah.
cool. No, so I'm playing the devil's advocate here because I've seen a lot of the so-called haters or trolls, right? They come through and they talk a lot of smack, and they can, it's they have every right to do that. But I think a lot of it comes with not being educated in exactly how everything works. So the videos that you see, right? They're talking about a lifestyle, and if that lifestyle interests you and you want to know more, just click on the link, right? If as you go through the process, the funnel, right? Anytime you want to get out of it, you can get out of it. You don't have to continue, but if you see something you like, you can continue. And it's totally up to you. Totally up to the person, the audience that's going through the funnel to opt out or opt in or whatever. So you don't force anybody. You're not trying to trick anybody. You're not trying to scam anybody. You know, you're not trying to spam anybody because you're actually offering value, right?
Mm-hmm.
Spam is something that there's no value and they're asking for money, right? That's what spam is. And I know that's not what we do. In fact, we are when we train our new members, we help them to set up their legitimate business, and we teach them proper internet marketing strategies, you know, to offer something, of value to the viewer, and that's really how it is. That's how you differentiate between a scam or spam and a legitimate uh, business. Because I don't think anybody would submit themselves to this type of interview. A scammer.
Oh, oh yeah, definitely not. And they're out there. I came across them. Um, but I mean, I can, like I said, I understand people are cautious,
Is
but
this a get rich quick scheme?
no, this is not a get rich quick
Is this
scheme.
a pyramid?
No, it's not a pyramid. Pyramids are illegal. Get rich quick schemes, right, fall in the category of being illegal as well by the FTC. Federal Trade Commission deemed that a long time ago that those kind of structured kind of organizations are illegal. So those are illegal. What we have is it's a system that can show people the basics of how to start an online business, and very important here, how to learn how to leverage social media, such as today, right? You before you started on the internet, you were posting pictures of wherever you're at on Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
but you weren't making any money from that.
No.
But we're taking that concept and we're showing people how to leverage that in a business, right, for business, and actually leverage and reach people to have them come and register for one of our live webinars where we can see the
You know what?
basics.
I like about that is once I learned how to do that, I can set up my campaign in minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And once I turn it on, it's like set it and forget it.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, I just let it run, and wait for the webinars, right?
Yeah. This is the wave of the future. Right now, if you go on Facebook, you're gonna see all these regular companies advertising. Right. You're gonna see
Oh
retail
yeah, yeah.
stores. You're gonna see
The bottom line
services.
is, if they don't see you on the internet, they don't see you.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know.
Yeah.
I got a good one.
Mm.
So, if somebody joins your membership, they're going to guarantee make money. Guarantee.
Guarantee. Guarantee. You know, I think there's really two things that are guaranteed in life. I heard someone say this. It's death and taxes. I can tell you one thing. The training that's laid out in our system, the support that you get, the weekly trainings that we put out, it's real. And for the people that are consistent, persistent, and then they take that and apply it. That means they take action. They get results. I don't know anyone who has not gotten results that follow the steps and just were consistent in their marketing.
I can agree with that. I
Yeah.
can second that. Everyone who's taken action,
Mm-hmm.
done the steps,
Mm-hmm.
and stuck with it has been successful.
Yeah, they gotten results. Just like
Yeah.
if you get a gym membership, I gotten that before.
Did you go?
No, I never went. I never went. But you know what?
Wait.
No,
Did you lose weight?
no. In fact, I
Did you
gained
gain-
weight. I gained weight. I gained weight.
Yeah. You gain muscle.
But I know other people that got their gym memberships and they were consistent and persistent, and within so much time they start to see results. So
That's a good analogy, bro. I like that one. I like that. That was good. I'm just trying to think of any other jab I can give you right now,
Yeah.
since I have you here on the hot seat. But I don't know. I don't know what else. It's not a scam. It's legitimate. You actually have to pay taxes on the income that you earn. It's not a get rich quick scheme. It's not a pyramid, and it's not guaranteed. You know, if you don't do what you're supposed to do, you don't make money. But if you apply everything, right, and you stick with it, and you learn the skills and strategies that's in the training that is offered, then it is very possible.
yeah, absolutely.
Well, I don't know how else. I don't know how else to poke any holes in your little shield here. Totally transparent, straight up, good guy, and I think I can say that he honestly cares for the people who have decided to join our organization, and who are dedicated and really wanna escape the rat race, because you don't want to win the rat race. You know why? Because even if you win, you're still just a rat.
That's a good
one. So escape that rat race, people. Don't win it, right? Because you were winning at the rat race in your corporate corner office.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I had a corner office.
You were winning the rat. You were the head rat.
I was one of the head rats. In fact, I probably was called that name too.
Yeah.
But that's why I show that. I shoot so many videos, right? It's because, to me, you can make money in anything, right? I mean, there's people in their jobs, careers, or professions that make good money. You can go and you can start any kind of traditional business and make money. But this is one of the only things that I found that are going to give you the lifestyle, the balance of time and money, where you
Right.
can make money, right? but have the time to enjoy it.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people out there who have a lot of money, but they have no time.
Right.
Or they have a lot of time and they got no money.
Exactly. Yeah.
Or they have no money and no time.
Yeah.
That's how I was.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how much I worked,
Right.
I didn't have enough money. I didn't have enough time.
So no time, no money, not meaning that you're on the street
No.
homeless. You were just working
I was
as hard as
working
you
because I didn't
could.
have time. The homeless guy's got all kind of time.
Yeah. But you were stuck, even though you're
I was
supposedly making money from your job.
And I didn't understand why.
Yeah.
You know, nobody teaches that. That's my whole thing.
Yeah, they don't teach that in school.
They don't teach that in school.
Yeah.
And so, is it like technically difficult? What if somebody has like very little to no experience? You got anybody who didn't even know how to do this internet stuff?
Yeah. I mean, you got to understand, right? There's people from all walks of life that are looking from all over the world, and they've actually come into our community, and they've gotten started. So some people are computer savvy, right? They have a MacBook or a PC, and they're pretty comfortable on the computer, and they move pretty quickly through the training, and they see results. Other people, like we have some older people in their 60s and 70s, and it takes them a little bit longer because they're still learning how to use a computer. But what's great about that is that the training is set up to take anyone through the steps in a step-by-step fashion and get up and running, marketing online, and starting to generate an income.
Yeah, I know this one guy. I'll just call him Joe.
Okay. Joe.
Joe. He's late 60s, right? Didn't know how to do any of this before.
Yeah, I know Joe.
You know Joe?
Yeah.
And he's been able to make an income online.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
It's really it's amazing to see the success that's consistent with anyone who applies what they learn and go through the steps. It doesn't matter, right? The system is not biased. It doesn't judge anyone. It'll allow anyone to come through, whoever wants to go through it and help them get started.
Yeah, one of the things that I like to tell people is that, you know, it's a completely brand new skill set, completely brand new industry, right? We are doing things that are out there on the leading edge of what's happening online right now. There are thousands, even millions of home-based business entrepreneurs who wish they knew what we're teaching.
Yeah.
You know, and we're teaching it and getting results to a whole spectrum of people. You know.
Yeah.
It's just amazing sometimes to see.
Yeah, and I'm glad that people like them, can, like Joe, can come in and really apply that. And I shoot a lot of videos, but I'm not flashing money.
Yeah.
I'm not standing and I'm not taking it inside, in front of my my Lamborghini or anything, or flashing checks or money. And because I don't, for me, that I just feel comfortable. I just want to show people that, like, I have kids, I'm married, I love my wife, I love my family, and I just want to be able to create memories in this journey called life. So I just want to show people what's possible for them, right? I want to show you what's possible for you once you get started on this journey, because it works, and it's great how we're creating a legacy that we can leave behind, after we're gone.
No, that's yeah. The money isn't everything. The money is a result of your skills and knowledge and the value that you bring, right? So when you learn something that's of value, right, and you apply it to the marketplace, the money is a result of that. So the higher your value, right, the higher your income. But then again, the money is not what you're after. You're after what the money can allow you to afford, right? And if it's the lifestyle, then yeah. If it's the car, then yeah, if you want that new Tesla, right, coming out, don't they have a bunch of people made a deposit on?
Oh yeah,
I think it was like hundred
the
thousand
M,
people.
yeah,
Yeah, on the new Tesla.
X, yeah, yeah.
But money is not the end all. Money is what you do with it, you know. And my one of my things is it's my family, making sure that my daughters are taken care of, making sure my wife is taken care of, and we have a roof over our head, and we're comfortable, and then I can spend time with them. I've been able to only work one job now, which gives me so much more time. I've been able to spend more time with my youngest. Right, my oldest is out of the house already. My youngest, she likes to paddle. She's in a band, and I take her to school when I can. I pick her up when I can, so that she doesn't have to catch the bus home. And you know, I can actually spend time with my wife on the weekends when I'm off. And it's just that's what this business allows me to do. When I was never home, I would miss family parties. I would miss a lot of things over the years.
Yeah.
Because I had to go to work. You know, I had to be there, and that just cut into my time. I heard it said that they polled people on their deathbed, and they never ever said they wished they worked more. You know, that's not one of
The regrets, yeah.
the regrets that they didn't work more. And yeah, I was busy working all the time. So thank you for setting this whole thing up.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
So there you have it, gang. This is an in-depth discovery, peeling back the veil of mystery on Ray Kakuda. So if you would at all like to get involved, so they're gonna click on my picture below.
Yep.
Okay, so below this video, you're gonna see my picture. Click on that. You're gonna get a blue button. So if you've already seen our Ray or Kyle or Nate's webinar, and this is the second time you're seeing something, you learned a little bit more, and you're deciding now to join us, there's a blue button. Click on my picture, a blue badge will show up. And below that, there will be an orange button, right? And that goes to a questionnaire. If you want someone to contact you, if you want to find out a little bit more information, there's that orange button down below. Click on that, fill out some questions, and someone will get in touch with you. Geez, I guess that's about it then.
All right.
Any closing comments?
I just want to say that I'll close this. I'll close with this. That you know, everyone is spending time with a return on a paycheck if you're working a job, right? So everyone's spending time doing something to earn a living. If you want to get more time back, you got to buy back that time. That means you need to replace that time that's going out every day. Probably the best hours of the best days of the best weeks of the best months of the best years of your life is going out for you to make a living through some job. And if there was ever a time that you wanted to get different results, if you wanted to make changes and start to get more time back, you got to buy back that time. And that's what this system was designed to do, was to help you part-time as you still are working a job, put this together, create that income so you can buy back that time and you can get that time back. So I look forward to connecting with each and every one of you and working with you. And yeah, like Paki said, go ahead, take action, click the button and just get started.
That's it. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you and for staying on all the way to the end. I hope you got a lot of information out of this. This is the first time it's ever happened. right? I think he revealed a lot of things, a lot of questions that were floating around out there about this guy and his laptop lifestyle. So yeah, go ahead, click on the button if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you on the other side. Bye. But that's pretty good.